we are going to learn why is the distance traveled equals to area under the speed time graph. Let's consider two cases. Case 1, constant speed. Okay, so if I use the formula distance equals speed times time, I realize that I'll be able to use the data over here and I'll be able to get 120 km for the distance. Likewise, if I have a speed time graph with the same information, I want to get the area under the graph. I realize it's a rectangle area, and I also get the distance will be equals to 60 times 2, and I'll get 120 km. So now let's consider the case 2, which is increasing speed. Let's say we are jogging, or perhaps like we are sprinting. You start slowly, then go faster and faster. So that means in the first second, you actually start slow. Correct? You cover lesser distance, right? Less distance covered. But over time, right, from the second all the way to the last second, we realize that okay, we increase the speed, and more distance is covered, right? So that means our distance is increasing at a faster rate, which means our speed is increasing. So let's say I will look at the area under the graph in this context over here on the right. Okay, I want to get the area under the graph, and I realize that my distance is actually half times 10 times 5, and I'll get 25 meters covered. So why is this true? If we were really to break the triangle into small section, in the first section it is true, I cover a small distance, area under the graph. I go on, there's more distance and more distance third second, and finally come all the way to the 10 second. From the 4th to the 10 second, you realize that slightly more and more distance has been covered. So if that's the case, we realize that okay, for conclusion you can say, distance traveled is equals to area under the graph. Okay, and if you forget anything, please refer back to case 1 and match the distance speed time using a formula, and also the rectangle area. Realize that's exactly the same. So if that's the case, we will need to know some formulas other than rectangle area. We need to remember our triangle area, half times base times height, and our trapezium area, half times sum of parallel sides multiplied by the height. Okay, so that's what we have learned about why that the distance traveled is equals to area under the speed time graph.